everybody you know say me love you bad. Everybody you know say me love you bad.
Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Nimi Diamond. And for those of you on my channel for the first time, I post content on lifestyle and relationship and also post fun and educative vlogs. So make sure you subscribe and binge watch my videos. Also, don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you. So today I'm here to satisfy my curiosity. And what am I curious about? I was talking to an acquaintance about something important and I was wondering if her sister knows about it. And she said no. And I was very surprised. But then I was like, maybe this siblings relationship varies across families. And that's what I and my sister will be talking about today. I just want to see it from an inside perspective. Like, what are the things she wouldn't tell me? Maybe she isn't free to tell me, or maybe she feels I don't need to know about it. And maybe what are the things I wouldn't tell her? Because is there something I wouldn't tell her? I don't know. But let's have the discussion. Maybe I'll be able to satisfy my curiosity. You already know who it is, or does she need an introduction? This is Miss Anna Akitunde, my elder sister.
Your what?
Why do you want me to repeat that? My elder sister, you heard me right.
Okay.
So you're welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Thank
The
you.
last time we saw you was last year, December or so.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's just go straight to the point. My question to you is that how close do you think the sibling relationship should be?
I honestly cannot speak for all, but I do believe that um, siblings on a scale, okay, let me just say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 be the highest. You should be close with your siblings between 8 to 10. Yes, between 8 to 10.
Pick one struggle.
That's what I'm saying. It does not like
I'm personally, forget that I'm your sister.
Personally for me, I'm close with all my siblings. But there are some things I would tell somebody I won't tell the other. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm close with every one of them.
So when you say you're close to every one of them, but there's some things you wouldn't tell one and you tell the other, is it based on age or gender?
Oh wow. I love that. I love where that is coming from. Actually, yes, it's based on gender and then age. You can't, to be very honest, there are some things I'll tell Messi I won't tell Orolu, who is our younger sister, because aside the age gap, it's 10 years. We talk, but she's just not right for that conversation. Do you get what I'm saying? For her age, she's not right for that conversation. I know you get what I'm saying for that conversation. So and gender, in the gender aspect, there are some things I've not told my brother. I want to tell him, but I don't know how to.
Actually,
I don't know how it's going to be hard to hit. I don't know what exactly he's going to say. I know our brother is very my brother. Okay, let me just personalize. I'm the invited guest, right? Okay. My brother is actually protective of me. Like, I don't think there's something I would want to tell him that he would ask what, those kind of questions that you would be thinking like, hey, she, my brother will not beat somebody like this, or she, my brother will not beat somebody's head. So there are some things I wouldn't tell I have not told. Okay, let me just put it this way. There are some things I wouldn't tell my brother that I'd rather tell my sister, which is Mercy. And there are some things I would tell my brother and I wouldn't tell Mercy.
okay, I get that point. Let's take it back to that point. You said, okay, you won't tell our last born some things because she's not of that age yet. So are you trying to say if she gets to that particular age where you can talk to her about that particular stuff, are you going to talk to her about it?
Okay, I think this is dicey actually, because when you ask this question about age again, I just remember that this girl is not young, it's not like she's 10.
She's not 10.
She's not 10.
She's still young, but she's not that young.
Neither is she sweet 16. She's not sweet 16. She's older than sweet 16. But okay, let me just put it this way. I think if I was at home more, I'd probably be close with my younger sister. I get to talk to her when I'm around, things I need to tell her, things I think she should know by her age. And sometimes when she has up or do something, I'll be like, Say this is the way I'm behaving when I was your age. Do you get those
When
kind
I
of
think about it, there's some things I actually tell my younger sister because I just feel that she has to learn from it. Like she's getting to the stage that she has to learn from it.
that's true, yeah.
And maybe distance comes to play in this, like you said, because if we are so far from each other, like you are far from her, there are some things I wouldn't tell her.
And even if you want to tell her, where's the time? There's some
True.
conversations you can, like I said, there's some conversations you can have on phones. Of course, you can. There's sometimes that maybe mommy had to report my baby sister to me, or she's this one. I'm like, do you know, straight up, I'll chat her up, like, but the conversation is still limited. Do you get? She might give me one response that I don't want to respond anyhow, not to. Let me just keep calm. When I see her, you know, those kind of conversation when you see somebody, it's not about fight or you based on correction or important discussion. It can even be on health and you just can't have it on phone. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like let's just take for example, let's assume Messi is my friend, she's not my sister at this instance, and then we have another friend named V. Let's just name the person V. Now V has body odor and Messi being caring, we are all friends, like we are very close friends, and she tells me that she has said this thing to V and you know, based on her body odor, she told her to do some things and she's not listening to her. And she thinks if I say it, she might listen to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know if I'm not around that location physically? Personally, I don't even think that kind of conversation you can say it on phone. I don't know,
I
even
know
for a friend.
some people
For a
don't care
friend
about it being on phone or
or
not.
not. But if you're a language person and communication kind of person, I'm not saying I'm perfect or strong in that field, but I believe there are so many conversations that are that are crippled, bastardized. What's the English again? Um, Interpreted wrongly with chat and messages. But
Don't let us deviate
conversation
into
is better.
friendship right
Mm-hmm.
now. Let's stay on siblingship or
Okay,
being
okay,
siblings and all.
okay.
So, from what you said, I can deduct that you're trying to say that the 8% is dependent on, like 8% you're close to your siblings is
Mm-hmm.
dependent on age, distance, and
Yes,
sex.
and gender. Yes, yes, yes. Correct.
Yeah, I'm
Those
correct.
three, yes. And we may have background too.
Background.
Yes.
Background in what sense?
In one sense, like there are some families that when they give birth to them, they don't stay together. Maybe the firstborn went to go and live with one auntie somewhere, and the firstborn is now coming back 20 years later. You can, I don't know. I don't think you would want to. You can't relate with the person because you do not grow up. I know there are some cases that they relate with them, but it's hard to come by. It's hard to keep track and start that thing. Okay, let me just put this way. Even though that background it's a large concept. We
Yeah.
can't break it down here. Even those siblings that live under the same roof, they don't even, some of them don't talk. Do you get? So it's just somehow. Let me just put background based
Well,
on like it's a point, but it's why.
I'm not going to ask for names. You're not going to call names. But do
Yeah.
you know anybody that doesn't talk to his or her siblings
Ah,
and they
hey.
live in the same house? Or maybe they've like they live separately now. But when they were living together, they were not talking.
Talking is different from talking. You can greet somebody and you're not talking with them.
You can say
You're not
hi
relating
and
with
you're not
them.
talking. You can say good morning, how was
Yes.
your night? Or good morning,
Yes,
mom is calling you.
I've heard a lot of that. So it happens.
I have a list of areas or topics that I feel should be talked about or maybe shouldn't be talked about. So I'm going to ask her and she's going to tell me her view about it too. So the first one is dating. Why are you laughing? Dating.
Yes.
When it comes to dating, how often do you think you tell your siblings about it?
Is it how often or you should tell?
How often and how deep do you
You
tell your
tell.
siblings about it?
Okay. Personally, for me, when I'm into a relationship, as early as 2 weeks, my siblings know. My siblings will know because there's this I don't know what to call it. Not because for you to feel secure, but for them to have a private info of you. So whatever happens, they know. Like I feel like they have.
Nobody is trying to kidnap you now.
It's not about kidnapping.
I
I feel
get.
like it's
I was
important
just
they know. They
kidding.
know who you are with. It's family. If it's really family, they should know who you are dating, who you care about, who cares about you. Yes, let me put it that way.
Guys, I'm about to do something.
What's that?
So when you talk about dating,
Yes.
all your siblings know about it. How deep, like how broad,
How broad
do they know about your dating life?
Okay,
Like,
I don't understand. Dating is dating. What is
no,
dating?
like I'm talking about the things that happen in the dating scene.
Okay,
The dates,
yeah.
the romance,
Yeah,
everything, the
yeah, yeah.
gifts. Do you talk about it?
I talk about it. Well, let's talk about the. Ah, I think I talk about it because
To every one of your siblings.
not to every one of my siblings. It's only if I want to cite an example to my younger sister.
Mm.
That's when I talk about it. But she knows, okay, Antana, she calls me Antana. Antana is in the relationship. You get what I'm saying? But I don't tell her like this is what I'm doing. Oh. I mean, hello, today we are going on. Yesterday, I don't do that. I don't do
So
all
what
that.
about your brother? Because you personalized
Yes,
it. So
my
what
brother,
about your brother?
my brother knows, and we talk mostly. My brother and I, we talk when it comes to relationship. We talk more on morals and all, and he has questions. How is it going? Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know how to delve deep into that.
So what about your sister?
Which of them?
You know, if you don't tell me, Seb, I will ask.
So this was exactly. She doesn't. You would leave one thing about me personally. If I'm dating, unless I don't want to post on social media, you would know as my siblings. If you're in my house, you will know.
She's always picking calls. She will call for how many hours?
Don't mind her. She's lying.
Ah!
I don't call for hours.
You don't call for hours.
I don't call for hours.
Ah! You say it again. So I think from the dating topic we branched. From what she said, the conversation she has with her siblings depends on the sex, depends on the age, like she mentioned earlier. You see, for me, when I think about it very well, you see that dating,
Mm.
don't talk about it with you. See, I rant a lot. I rant a lot. And I think one thing I appreciate my siblings for is that they try to know what's happening in my life at each moment.
I think it's everybody. We have to know.
Because
I'm not saying we have to know, but there's this. Not like I'm not trying to, I'm proud of it. Let me put it that way. I'm proud of it. There's this bond that we just keep connecting. We keep asking questions. What's going on? What's going? Even if you don't get bubble for a month, yeah, say well, okay.
I think my brother asked me that once. He was like, Mercy Alpha now. You single? Ow, what happened? What happened? But then when I think about it now, me that I'm saying that I'm curious about what we tell our siblings, I think there are some things I don't tell my siblings. There are some things I don't tell my siblings. And the funniest thing is that I tell my mom.
Okay.
I don't tell them, but I tell my mom. And there's some things I won't tell my mom.
But she'll tell me. And she'll tell me not to tell one.
And you know the funniest thing? Now let me bust your brain. There are some things I won't tell any one of them.
I think
I won't tell any one of them.
It's just that is for everybody. I'm on that table too. So
the second topic I'll be talking about is health. Yeah, health.
No.
So if anything is wrong with you, apart from maybe something malaria and all these normal whatever, is this something you think you can talk about?
Yes, with my siblings, why not? Yes. Health is like dating it's a broad topic. Health is also broad. So if anything is wrong with you, you should talk to your siblings if they're around. If they're not around, if it's something mild like headache or something, you necessarily don't have to tell them. Do you get? Because you necessarily don't have to tell them. But of course, and okay, let me just get into a branch or an aspect of this health that has to do with gender. Let's take for example, I remember when we started menstruating, myself and Mercy, before Ore started, our last born, we were already telling her what what and what not to do. Do you get? So I'll just stop my health discussion on that.
So I just want to throw a bombshell, and that will be all on health. When it comes to health, I'm not saying it will happen to you or it has happened to you, because it hasn't. But let's say maybe you have a partner that you're sexually active with, and maybe STD or maybe one sexually transmitted disease comes into play. Is this something you think you can tell your sibling?
Hmm. Yeah. Hey, okay. Yes. And yes. My sibling, female sibling.
Hmm.
And then yes, my male sibling.
Are you sure?
No, sorry. My female sibling. And then I'll tell my mom.
Okay. Last one I'll be talking about is money. Money
Wow.
issues, financial security, and everything like that. So for your money now, let's start with salary. Salary is something you think you can share with your siblings?
Wait, before I even start, do you know that month that month I make every month? Averagely.
I think you told me, but I forgot. Like,
All my siblings know. But my baby sister knows. No. Because that one will be you. That's it. Because that one will be you. She will not even be you accordingly. She will be you in the fact that what you are collecting is the types of what you are actually collecting. Ticket, I'm saying. So when it comes to money, I talk to my siblings about it. When we are broke, we talk to each other. You get, like, who is going to lift you up first before you even go outside? You get what I'm saying? So I talk to my siblings about money, savings, yes. That sometimes there's a time I was telling me like, so we should start a saving plan. Do you get what I'm saying? So money, yes.
when you enter debt now, why are you going to call first?
Debt, if I enter,
God will not let you enter debt, but if you know,
I'll call you. Now call down.
if someone touches you 2 million now, are you going to tell me immediately?
No, I don't know. It depends on the spirit. So it depends on the spirit. I might tell you, I may not tell you, but at least you'll see something from it. So,
Okay.
I'm not saying it's compulsory to talk about everything with your siblings, but it's just fun. Like, how do you people connect if you don't discuss something?
True, Sha. True.
So I feel there's
What?
even the worst part of the worst aspect of life that you don't want to tell them, like a minute part of it, might tell them that just this thing happened, you know, those kind of things. It's just spark things up. It's just like, okay, in a relationship with your lover, wow, let's first spark it up. I want to spice it up. So you have
with
to,
communication and gist, and
so you have to say a lot of things.
So guys, we've come to the end of the video. Though we've not exhausted the list, but if you think there's something we should add to it, you can drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.